Take two.
The shadows where the mystery was born. I've been meeting with the statue in the sun that keeps me warm. I've been following the footsteps of the ones who come and gone. I've been flying with eagles to the center of the storm. Late in the afternoon, twilight fills the sky, stretching out the evening's awning. My heart explodes with joy, I can't hear the baby cry. And I have seen the light of a new day dawning. As below, so above. Oh, year of love. Take the shackles from my feet and the madness from my mind. Let the circle be complete, like this moment out of time. May the earth and heaven speak to me. I have been deaf, dumb, and blind. Now everything I was gone to see, with every dream my heart can find. As I turn within to the emptiness erased, I'm lifted up by the hands that adore me. The whole wide universe is filled with peace and grace. The door of life is opening before me. Give me the strength to try, like a warrior of love. On a silent hill where life and death collide, between the past and the present moment's glory. For every questing heart that path is lit from inside, and all the rest of it, just your story, your story. You are alright, much more than enough. You're a warrior of love, warrior of love, warrior of love.
Good morning. There we go. That's more like it. Mercy me. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers for Monday, the 2nd of July. That is 2/6/2025. That is 8 and 4 is 12 and 5 is 17. That's an 8 day. So that's a day of manifestation, my friends, which is handy because I get my check tonight. So that's also good. Thank you, God. Yep, Annie's here. Welcome, my friend. Bless you. Thank you for being here. I'm noticing that a new Addie Lamborn has just dropped, which is great. But let's do the prayer thing and get in the groovy together. So you're very welcome. I'll be here for the next hour approximately, and we're going to move heaven and earth one more time and find God's will in our hearts and commit to following it and see the magic and the miracles happen. That is all I know, my friends. Everything else is details. So thank you for being here. Please support Morning Poems and Prayers with a donation to the PayPal link. Please share this video. Please consider doing a one-to-one session with me. I've done hundreds of them. I'm pretty good, and I love doing it. Yeah, and more to come. You can be sure of that. We've entered the slipstream. Things will really be moving from here on in. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. Hold your breath. Let it go with a sigh. 2 more times, second breath. A little deeper, a little longer. Let it go. And third, deepest breath, longest sigh. Stretching the spine, looking up through the third eye. Let it go. Beautiful. Here it is. You know it, you love it. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment as all is gathered and made whole once again. Take a deep breath. Patricia, I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day with more love and more light for myself and my world. Word, I am word. I'm in the upper room, Paul Selig. I know who I am in peace, what I am in peace, how I serve in peace. I am here, I am here, I am here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He maketh me lie down in the tall grass. He anoints my head with oil. My cup runneth over. He prepares a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Father, Mother, God, indwelling holy presence, Lord God Almighty, great and perfect Spirit of love and light, we love you. We love our lives. We love the dawn of a new day and the promise that it holds. And we love the promise of this new time upon our earth, the dawning of a new age, an age of love and light and truth and freedom and courage and hope and healing, awakening, joy, abundance, freedom, happiness, laughter, and love overflowing. Father, Mother God, we give thanks for this. We let it be. It is so. So it is. And together we say, I am what thou art what I am that I am. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, well, mercy. The merry month of May is in the rearview mirror, my friends, and jump in June and July are coming at us hard and fast, yeah, and the solar flares have been absolutely incredible, amazing, jaw-dropping, and quite powerful. So if you're feeling a bit wibbly-wobbly, you are not alone. It is the season of big change, and so the light is coming upon us from both without and within, and this is inviting, challenging, and demanding in equal measure that we lift up and let go of anything and everything that is not the truth as we understand it and no longer serves our soul's journey in this world, in this quickly changing and accelerating world. So it is the ride of a lifetime, and it's going to take a good dose of courage over and over again. But we signed up for this. We begged for the opportunity, and here we are. We've been found equal to the task, and we have all the love and support of the universe at our beck and call to help us. And it is a glorious thing. So I'm just going to say here so that you know what's happening in my day. It's Bank Holiday Monday, which is lovely, and the weather is once again incredible. And I will go out and get some of it, get some lovely sunshine and fresh air. And but I have at 2 o'clock, I have Tanya from Wales, who is the lady that channels the posts, the Heart of Lemuria, and she is amazing. And I'll give you a taste of her work here in a moment. And then I also have, well, why don't we one thing at a time. Heart of Lemuria, here we go. Today's channel message from the Ascended Light Ministry. The time has come to stand in truth. No more fear. Fear will be eradicated from the earth. Fear must be cleared from every one of you, for you all have these tendencies from the old programming. It is not your nature to fear, and yet you have been taught to fear. It has become an infiltration, a distortion, a corruption within your pure blueprint, and it must be rooted out. Look into your minds, look into your hearts, look into your lives. Where does fear lurk? Where does it creep in? Where do you give it strength and voice? Where do you support it? Is it fear of the world? Is it fear of the body? Is it helplessness? Is it feeling inadequate or insecure? Is it feeling that you have to hide or that you have to project a certain appearance? Is it a lack of conviction in your own capacity to thrive, heal, stand in your own power? Where does it find you? Where do you attach to it? Be honest, be curious. And as you discover your relationship with fear, be decided. Will you continue to give it voice? Will you continue to strengthen it through your belief in your own disempowerment? Will you continue to strengthen it through your sense of overwhelm or anxiety for the appearance of the world? Love is not fear. Fear is not love. The world needs love. Your bodies need love. Your minds need love. Fear serves no one. Yet there is still much to be discerned. There is still much of a muddle of these energies in the world and in each of you. Clarity is required. Honesty is required. There is no judgment. there is only growth. There is only the opportunity to shed this weight, this restriction, and this circulating pattern, this habit of fear. Imagine a world without it. All of the devastation in the world is the result of mankind's fear. You, responding to these devastations with the same energy, can never, ever heal, help, or solve the situation. Only perfect love, perfect trust, can eradicate the fear. This is not a passive love, a passive trust. This is not turning a blind eye or ignoring your own experience. It is transforming it into that which is indestructible, that which heals all. If you but understood the power of love, you would not think it the soft option. Fear is weakness. Fear is the corruption. And each one of you allows it to a certain degree. Each one of you is responsible for clearing it to the degree which it is invited or accommodated or given voice or given space in your life, in your mind, in your words and expressions and beliefs. And that responsibility starts with you. And this is the time. This is the age to be responsible. And we do not bring this message to be harsh. We bring this message to be honest and clear with you, with the consequences you create. Through accommodating this fear are the consequences that you will live with. And so we bring this clarity to you as a wake-up call, a gentle reminder, and as a loving pointer to the way forward. And we say it with much love, and we send you much light, and we ask you to ponder these words deeply, to breathe into the power that you are, the truth that you are, the light that you are, and to be disciplined in your words, in your actions, in your thoughts, and yes, dear ones, in your feelings. It is time to learn this discipline and to change your world forever. We are the ministry of light, the ascended teams of light collected together with our hearts and our minds. We're led by the Syrian collective who voiced this for us, but we are a great collective of one heart, one will, one mind, to assist the ascension on earth, to assist in the balance of all of existence. And we dwell in love, and we send this to you. Take a deep breath. So that is Tanya, who I'll have the privilege and pleasure of chatting with today, which is a big joy for me. Believe me, I am delighted. Thank you, everyone, for... so that's 2 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for your prayers for our brother DVL Pandya. And he says to us today, Annie, he says, "Dear all, I have been in hospital 1 week. They thought I had a stroke, but now ruled that out. I had an infection in my knee, issues with my kidneys and bladder. I'm getting better. Wanted to let everyone know. Love, DVL." So thank you, brother. Bless your heart. The other big news for me is that tonight I'm going to be doing my second interview with Jer Banks. And Jer is the chap who is, along with Charlotte Emily Rose here and others, she popped up here, my dear friend, organizing Hands Across Cork. And that is this coming Saturday at the Grand Parade, at the National Monument on Grand Parade. That's just by the library, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it is. And Jer's got a video here for that. And he and I are going to be talking tonight at 7 o'clock. And so the event itself is Saturday, June 7th at 3:45, starting at the National Monument. Standing in Sovereignty. We aim to have over 4,000 people holding hands to create a human chain through Cork City. When thousands of people come together united with one shared focus. Excuse me. Let's try that again. When thousands of people come together united with one shared focus, it creates a resonant field of intention, human intention, especially when aligned, has a powerful and positive emotional, psychological, physical, and energetic impact that ripples through communities. So I'm just delighted that he's doing this. I'm delighted to know about it, period. And I'm really honored and privileged to be any part of helping it to happen. So here's to Jer Banks and Charlotte Emily Rose. Charlotte did a nice video there as well. And let's see. Yeah, I might play either one of those here during the week, but I'll save that for right now. Let me come back to that. Let's do Abraham, EILEEN, and the Mayan Zolkin, and see where we're at here. I think I started at 9:15. Yeah, something like that. What else do I have here? The course. All right. Saw a great clip of Bob Dylan doing Blow It in the Wind. That's a rare privilege. He is out there doing his thing. Let's do the course for right now. Lesson 317. I follow the way appointed me. I have a special place to fill, a role for me alone. Salvation waits until I take this part as what I choose to do. Until I make this choice, I am the slave of time and human destiny. But when I willingly and gladly go the way my Father's plan appointed me to go, then will I recognize salvation is already here, already given all my brothers and already mine as well. And here's the prayer. Father, your way is what I choose today. Where it would lead me, do I choose to go? What it would have me do I choose to do? Your way is certain and the end is secure. The memory of you awaits me there, and all my sorrows end in your embrace, which you have promised to your son and daughter, who thought mistakenly that they had wandered from the sure protection of your loving arms. Take a breath into that. Nice picture of my old place there, John Cully's house. Happy to remember those good times. There were many of them. Let's do Abraham and EILEEN Caddy. Guidance for June 2nd. EILEEN, you can do all things when your faith and trust are in me, and you have no doubts and fears to hold you back. Are we seeing a theme here today? There is nothing you cannot do, nothing you cannot accomplish in this life. When your attitude and outlook are right, and you have complete confidence in your ability to do it, you have within you all power, all wisdom, all strength, all intelligence, and all understanding. It is I working in and through you who enables you to accomplish the seemingly impossible. Never be afraid to aim high. Never be afraid to expect beyond yourself. Never be afraid to expect the impossible to become possible. It's impossible till it's inevitable. That's one of my favorites. Do not live within your limits. Live way beyond yourself, and therefore give me the opportunity to show you how all things are possible with me. If you do not give me the opportunity, how can you expect to know what can be accomplished? When I am in contact and I am guiding and directing our life, let go and let me take over and see what happens. Exactly. We were talking about that in the course this morning, how it just takes a moment to ask for help, and it always shows up. But we must ask, we must trust, and we must feel worthy of receiving it. And the bigger your ambition, the more willing you are to let God help you fulfill your desires. Daily quote, June 2nd, 2025, Abraham. As you set a financial goal, it is not only about the expansion for yourself, it is about the expansion of all those who are involved in that which you are about. In other words, it creates the nucleus. It creates this nucleus, this machine that allows so many to begin to thrive along with you. It's much bigger and finances. Take a breath into that. And here we are for the Mayan Zolkin for today. We're in the wave spell. The Mayan calendar is the 13-moon lunar calendar from Atlantis via the Mayan Indians, yeah, who were the timekeepers of Atlantis, which is a big deal in this world. And this is the most accurate calendar in the history of the world, to my understanding. So we're in the 13-day wave period. White World Bridger is the energy right now, and the energies of White World Bridger are death, equalize, and opportunity. And today's glyph is White Overtone Dog, which are the energies of empower, command, radiance, heart, love, loyalty. It's a beautiful blend of the masculine, feminine there. White Overtone Dog, I empower in order to love. Commanding loyalty, I seal the process of heart with the overtone tone of radiance. I'm guided by the power of endlessness. We give thanks, we let it be, and so it is. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so the other thing is, aside from and inclusive in June 7th, Hands Across Cork, is this other piece of the puzzle, World Peace Gathering, July 18th through 20th at Dripsey Castle, County Cork. There's a name I never heard before. And this is being organized by our brother Chief Phil Lane Jr. And Chief Phil did a lovely video, which I posted on my page here. Fortunately, it doesn't have a photograph to tell you that that's him there doing it, but the title is there. And he's invited Joan Henry, Standing Bear, Kumiko Hayashi, Leela June Johnston, Adriana Alvarez, Marcello Salazar, Cassandra Begay, Ethel Branch, and Mary Francis, and many more voices from across the globe, celebrating the Irish as bridge builders between the global North and South. Join us at the World Peace Gathering 2025 in Cork, Ireland. What? As Indigenous leaders from around the world unite to share ancient wisdom and a vision for the sustainable future. From South America to Canada, Greenland to Bali, powerful voices will come together on Irish soil. The Irish, guided by the sacred principles of the condor, eagle, and quetzal, will play a central role in fulfilling a 500-year-old prophecy of unity and peace, honoring their role as stewards of Mother Earth. You can't make this up, my friends. Incredible. To say that I'm excited is a massive understatement. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for all of us that care about peace and are moved in our connection between the Irish and the Indigenous culture. And I am blown away that this thing is actually happening, let alone that I even know that it's happening. And it's right down the road, one bus trip from where I'm sitting right now, in about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. So Chief Phil, I know from his work with a couple people. Sasha Stone is one, but Ben Davidson, he's not the space weather guy, and I may be getting his surname wrong, but he's another lovely guy. My friend Pookie Lee, who's also indigenous from Hawaii, she's done many gatherings with Ben, and they've been big peace gatherings with spiritual leaders from all over the world. So anyway, keep all of that in mind. The Hands Across Cork this Saturday, and the World Peace Gathering, which is, there's an event on the 10th of July, and there's the 2-day gathering on the 25th, 26th, I think it is. And his thing is called Message to Our Beloved Relatives in Ireland. Let me play some of this for you. This is Chief Phil. Give my computer one moment here. This is 9 minutes.
Warm greetings, our relatives of the beautiful, beloved island of Ireland. I want to extend a very warm and loving handshake and embrace to each one of you. My name is Hereditary Chief Phil Lane Jr. of the Ha-Wachacha, Deloria, Tios Baez, Ihankwa, and Chickasaw nations. Also, I'm a member of the Union of the Condor, Hummingbird, Quetzal, and Eagle. And I share that not in any way to go beyond other than the world of names. There's names, but the real world we know together as the real people of Mother Earth who've gone through some tremendous suffering, is that really each of us, every one of us, is a sovereignty, ancient and perishable and everlasting. Every one of us is worthy to be heard. Every human being upon Mother Earth is a spiritual representative of all that have gone before. And so with that spirit, we greet you. We know of your great nation, and there are the people from your Ireland. We know that they've shown the greatest light to the people of that part of Mother Earth during those times. And we thank you for that. We thank you for holding on to the sacred tree of life, as we know you have. And of course, we know we've suffered some great colonization, genocide, and yet through all this, we've never lost our old songs. We've never lost our old stories. And so it was 1847, at the time of the Great Hunger. Great Hunger, can you imagine? We know what it's like to imagine a people would allow other members of our human family to starve to death, little children dying for their mothers, fathers, uncles, and aunts dying everywhere around them. At the same time, we know there's no death, just a change of worlds. We know there's a higher purpose, because our Creator would not punish us for following the spiritual path. So this is a preparation, my relatives, of what we have to do in the world today, which needs peace upon our Mother Earth. And we know during that time of great hunger, many had to leave and scatter throughout Mother Earth. But great ambassadors, great bridge builders have now established themselves everywhere in Mother Earth. And so it was the Irish relatives traveled to the lands of the Choctaws, Chickasaws, Creeks, Seminoles, to our indigenous lands in Mexico, throughout the Americas, but particularly to the Choctaw relatives who had just gotten finished our longest walk, this drive through the winter time, where our relatives just fell off and died in the spot. We never took time to even bury them. Little children, mothers. So we know the suffering that you went through and you were going through in 1847. And so through this love of Ireland, men of Ireland, the women of the Choctaw Nation, great women, great men came together. And they took what little bit they had and they sent it to those relatives who were suffering as they suffered. And this bond was built, never be forgotten. And then in the beautiful Cork, Ireland, a beautiful statue was erected, the Kindred Spirit statue. And during the pandemic, when our Navajo and Hopi relatives were suffering greatly, the people of Ireland gave so generously from their heart and helped those relatives. And in 2022, again, we had a chance to visit. Although I only visited initially, I was able to share some words with the wonderful people there and deepen our relationship. And then 2023, a delegation came from Kindred Spirits Ireland to Palenque, Mexico, where a great prophecy was being fulfilled. that promised after a long time, over 500 years, that the union of the condor and eagle would come to be, it would unite all indigenous people. And so it was at that time. We reunited the condor, the people of the Andes, the Amazon, the people of Hummingbird, the Quetzal people of Central America, the eagle people of the North. A time of reunion. And we were so thankful that our Irish relatives were there with us. And we knew from our old prophecies that you have a great role to play as bridge makers to our relatives who are rising in Friese. Our Friese relatives are rising on the coasts of Holland, Netherlands, and Germany. And other relatives are returning to the understanding that we are all, every one of us, children of Mother Earth. We're all indigenous people. And all of us have at the foundation the spiritual principles that come from one source and one creator. And so in celebration of this, we're so looking forward to coming to your beloved island for a great ceremony on the 10th of July, full moon, where we'll join what we call the 8th fire prophecy fire, with the sacred fires of Ireland, with a prayer for unity, a prayer for justice, and a prayer that during the next days together we'll be able to have a good visit. We come with the principle to seek to understand before seeking to be understood. We want to know and understand our relatives who have so kindly remembered this gift that was given so long ago, and yes, it seems so short time ago. So we're coming to learn and to share, because it's time. Tripsy Castle, 18th through the 20th. We come back there where we'll greet all the relatives coming. And so with great love and respect and honor, I reach a hand out with great love and respect to your President Michael Higgins, to a dream that I've shared there with other your relatives of seeing oneness, seeing unity, and seeing, as our prophecies foretell, you being the bridge makers that you are everywhere on Mother Earth, everywhere in so many nation states. Your relatives are there to bring the word of peace. And so it is together. We look forward to working together to sign a binding treaty, a binding planetary treaty to end war. We have one sovereign already signing that, others stepping forward from Africa, the island states. And we pray that your beloved President Michael Higgins, a man of great integrity, will lead that signing. It's time to end it. We're talking enough of this foolishness. If you think about it, who's really doing the fighting here? And what's it about? Some land, a little bit of land, put your body in and put your ashes in. That's not our ways, we know. Aho. Halamichante washtelo, shunkmano hemeado, chinupasava meado, halamichante washte. My names are Shunkmano and Chinupasapa, and I stand fully responsible before the Creator for my words and my actions. I look forward to seeing you soon. Halamichante washte.
Take a deep breath. Thank you, brother. That's a beautiful thing. Woo! How do you top that? I don't think I can. That is just answered prayer. Great things are going to come out of this. There's no doubt about it. So be there and get ready for it, and we'll hold that space wherever we are in the world for the warriors of love, my friends, coming together in the name of love and peace and healing and freedom. It's a beautiful time to be alive. So, bibbidi bobbidi boop. Here's Jer for 4 minutes with Hands Across America.
Surround the entire city of Cork on June the 7th is very simple, right? People talk about a united Ireland, and they talk about it all the time. But what we need is to unite the spirit of the Irish people, right? And even though this sounds like a modern concept, holding hands and circling the entire city, it's a very ancient concept that goes back to old Irish traditions and customs. It's what people done at the likes of the Hill of Tara and many other ceremonial sites, right? They believed that there was a science to actually uniting the spirit of the Irish people, and that's what I'm talking to you about today. So that's what we need to hold hands and surround the entire city of Cork, right? Think about this for a moment, right? Let's think about the concept of a rugby team and starting a rugby match, right? At the start of the match, you would huddle with all your teammates. And there's a simple reason. This is how you unite the spirit of the team. Everybody holds hands physically, and then it's a case of, it doesn't matter your belief structures, your belief system, we're part of the one unit. We're here today, this is us. And when you're part of the team, it's only then you can solve problems. So we need to, it's not like solve the problems and then join the team. It's join the team and then solve the problems. You're part of the one unit. So this is what we need to do around the whole city, right? You can talk about, let's say, intention, consciousness, and that's very much what it is. The most powerful thing you can do as people is unite in the same intention, heart frequency, the whole lot, as a united consciousness. Like, imagine doing that in Cork. Imagine just surrounding the entire city, right, as united people. It's not just a message that, like a beautiful message to the world. They will all see that as like, wow, the Irish people are actually properly united. It's actually a message to our own people, our own kids, that they grow up in a united spirit of Irish people. We need to unite the spirit of Irish people today more than ever. That's the most important thing to me. And that's what I always talk about, right? That we need to unite the spirit of the Irish people. So, like, think of gathering around the entire city. What a beautiful thing. And people think it's a, let's say, sounds like a mad idea. I've done these events before in Cork. I'm speaking to you from an experienced perspective. When we've done these events at the Lock holding hands, the energy and power that comes from that is spectacular. Many times you have, it could even be 50% of people crying because they're not used to the beauty of what happens with Irish when we do this together, right? People still come to me today, 11 years later, saying that was the most beautiful day that they've ever experienced, right? And so it's normal for people to talk to me in this regard. Imagine doing that in the city of Cork, right? In the city of Cork. We unite the entire population of Cork around the whole city holding hands. Just think of the united spirit of the Irish people achieving that. It's fully achievable, right?
Beautiful. Jer Banks, my friends. And let's give you finally here Charlotte Emily Rose. And then we'll close out with a prayer. Here she is. Okay. Sister Charlotte.
I'm standing here in Cork City by the National Monument as on the 7th of June there are huge numbers of people coming from all over the land for various gatherings that are taking place in Cork City on that day. And there will be possibly 40,000, maybe more, people coming from all over the land for those gatherings in Cork on that day. And there's a beautiful idea that after those gatherings at 3:45 on that day, here by the National Monument, people stand together in sovereignty. And we raise the power of each person upon this land and the land again in true sovereignty. Sovereignty is where we come back into our own supreme power, where there is nothing that has any power over us. The National Monument is actually a statue of Eru. The central figure is the goddess Eru. And that is the true name of this land upon which we all live. Her name is Eru. She is a living goddess. Her name is not Ireland. Ire is a word for wrath or anger. And so she has been named Angerland by those who have sought to disconnect us from the heart and from the truth of who this land really is. It's time we return to sovereignty, which is where we return to heart space, which is where we return to connecting with creation, with Creator in our Cree, in our heart, And with the land as the living goddess Eru, who she is, and we raise her there again. As the vibrant green light that she is and that this land is, it is the Emerald Isle, because it is the pulsating green light of the heart chakra. And everything has been done to disconnect us from that connection to the heart, to the true mother, to creation, to the living waters of all life, and to block that divine flow and connection. Because there we can be controlled, and we can be divided, and power can be taken over us, and we can be removed from our sovereignty and our supreme power. So in these immense times that we are all navigating, it's really important that we move away from anything that is trying to disconnect us from our true power, bring us out of our heart, bring us into divisions, because divided we fall, whereas united we rise. So what we're really asking, and there's this beautiful idea, that on the 7th of June, when we have such vast numbers of people coming from all over the land, here to this national monument to Eru, that we remember this land as the living goddess that she is, that we raise the heart again, you know, that we really come back into our true power. And
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Charlotte. Bless you. So you got the message here. You didn't think you were going to hear all this morning, I'm sure. Neither did I, but the times, they are changing, my friends. Yeah, and so there it is. One voice, one heart, one power, one presence, united for love and truth and freedom. That is the calling. That is what we're asked to do here. So I hope you can hear that, and I hope it means something to you, as much as it might. I hope it means as much to you as much as it does to me, because it's pretty moving. And I've also invited Charlotte to come on either tonight or some other time to talk about this event and what's happening as well. So I'm really just blessed, you know, to be a part of this, and I couldn't be more excited. Honest to goodness, truly so. So thank you for sharing this time with me. And I just saw a poem by Laura Aversano. I got the feeling that might be a good one to wind down with, to come back to earth with all this great energy here. Give me one second here. Here it is. It is. Here we go. Ready? We'll close with a poem. Take a deep breath. I wish I could tell you that you will always feel safe. I wish I could promise that you will never feel alone. I won't embellish life's challenges by assigning responsibility to spiritual trappings to help you feel relieved. I can't tell you that you won't be in survival mode more than once in your life. I can't make life pretty for you, because many times it's not. I can't make you believe that others will carry you in the darkness or even hold a torch so you can find your way. I can't promise you a rose garden without thorns. I wish I could change the hard truth in that you will. I wish I could change the hard truth in that you will struggle and suffer. The only thing I can tell you is that this life is yours. It has meaning beyond any perceptions or realities you hold. It has honor even in the darkest of moments. It has truth above anyone else's misconceptions about you. It has breath, a light so fierce that can make you believe that you matter. Yes, you matter. Yes, you are witnessed. And yes, this life of yours gives you the power of choice to breathe deeply into an awareness of inner peace, which is an inherent birthright. Take a deep breath. Laura Aversano. Thank you, Laura. There you go, my friends. Go forth and multiply the consciousness. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for being here. Peace and blessings. All my love. Have a wonderful day. Happy Monday. Happy June. Peace.